Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's Sunday, October 12th, 2025. I know I'm a few minutes early, but those of you who are my regulars know I pop on early so I can go through the legalities. So please remember that I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient. Everything is my comments, my psychic comments are for entertainment purposes only. I do end up copywriting a lot, so if people poach, it's not a good thing. Hi, Susan. So please remember everything is entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion. And yeah, hi, Star. And yeah, let's see what rock and rolls today. I know a lot of people are really keeping their eyes open because of stuff that was organized by Donald Trump, but we're waiting to see what the idiots, Islamic idiots, are going to be doing. Because yeah, there was a peace deal. So let me cover my other stuff first, and then we'll get into the Gaza garbage. Okay. Now, yes, thank you, Susan and Star, for joining us. Yes, I do know that I'm kind of up during the same time where Fiona has hers, so I'm sorry that we're overlapping, but I'm sorry that we're overlapping today, but life goes on, and we can all catch up on hers as soon as we finish here. One thing we want to say is rest in peace to actress Diane Keaton. Yeah, she died at the age of 79. She died yesterday, and so it's like a lot of people are making noise about it. Uh, yeah, she's whatever. Hope she's in the place where she's supposed to be. Now, something else, I have put it up in my community posts. I've been putting it up on X. And yeah, that's the phone to remind me to click the live button. Yeah, I have put it up on Facebook and up on the community posts here on YouTube and on X. Next Saturday, October 18th, there will be a pro-Israel rally. It's organized by the Thug Shaker movement, and it's going to be taking place in Butler Field. Hi, Lady of the Lake. Butler Field is located just south of it's the big field area, open grass area that's just south of the Pritzker Pavilion, which is an open air concert stage, and just east of the Bean and west of Columbus Drive. So it's north of, so it'll be taking place next week, next Saturday, the 18th, starting off at 11:30 in the morning. And it's basically the biggest intersection close by is Michigan and Randolph. So, and there's lots of parking around there. So we're going to be there next Saturday. And yeah, I will be spending Friday, my birthday, busy baking lots of cookies because I did promise the people that I know that are attending, they're like, okay, I'll bring cookies down. So yeah, that's a great way to spend my birthday. The day before this rally, I'll be baking tons and tons of cookies. Now, some shit that's going on. I've got some stuff. I've been keeping my eyes open on a lot of things. Hi, Maria. Hi, Al, Lady of the Lake. Now, in a few weeks, there's going to be the election in New York City for the new mayor. Considering what's happening right now, and he is openly an Islamic idiot, and he openly supports Gaza. So considering what happens next will determine whether or not this idiot, who's a naturalized American citizen, who needs his citizenship revoked and for him to be sent back to his country of origin, it's not going to go so well. And New York City is waking up because a lot of the people there, it does have one of the largest Jewish populations, and I have been in communication with people on the East Coast, and they're telling me that a lot of the women that are in the Hasidic communities, Iberian, have now gone and registered to vote. Before they weren't, but now they are. Even the young girls that have just turned 18, their fathers have taken them in to register to vote so they can help to save their communities in New York City, their neighborhoods. This idiot thinks that the Jews and a lot of the people who lived with people who had firsthand knowledge of World War II, they are not going to allow this fool to take over as mayor. And even if they do monkey around with the Dominion voting machines, they're going to demand a hand count of every single ballot. So Eric Adams may have a few extra weeks where he gets to be in charge of the city. Okay. Now, those of you, Fiona's going live in a couple minutes, so if you want to jump over there, no problem. You can always come and watch my stuff after the fact, okay? And that's why I have all the comments coming in on the screen. I have it set because I'm on StreamYard, so I can do that. And I don't delete the comments, okay? Now, going on right now in Italy, Giorgia Meloni has made it illegal for any female to be caught outside wearing a burqa or a niqab. No head or face coverings allowed at all in Italy. No more. You can't have your face covered at all in Italy. It's against the law. And if you're caught wearing the abaya style of clothing, it's a 3,000 euro fine. 3,000 euros you're going to get nailed for. And it's the first stop. Georgia kicks out a lot of these imams who trash talk Western civilization. She gets their asses kicked out. And now she's made sure that all women can walk around Italy freely with their faces uncovered. And they are going to start. It's going to cause some upset, but you know what? Tough shit, doo-doos. Yeah, you're going to be losing your money right, left. You might as well go back to the country of your family's origin, okay? Hi, Joe. And now that Italy has done this, and a few other European countries have this law, like Switzerland, it's now been brought up in Parliament in the UK. But we know what's going on in the UK. They're going batshit crazy trying to ram the Islamification of the country. But what they don't realize is that the more they push, England already had, 1642? And it was headed by a guy by the name of Oliver Cromwell. Well, let's put it this way. There's going to be a modern day version of Ollie Cromwell. And this person is literally going to be telling all these stupid Islamic idiots who have snuck into politics and on the council, the different councils, and in and out of Parliament, they're going to be getting rid of them. Oh, Tony Blair? let's put it this way. Tony Blair screwed up on a few things. And hi, Nene. Why Tony has taken a hit for the team, for the people. He's making stuff get into the newspapers so people can read about what's really going on. That's what's going on with Tony. Tony might be an idiot some ways. Hi, Lisa. But he knows that what's right and what's wrong. Okay? I'm going to drop the link in case anybody wants to jump up with a comment. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's wrong link. Duh. Let me put the StreamYard link in. Yeah, I had to post the link to the to this first. Someone who keeps sending me messages on X. I said, hey, you want to know what's going on? Watch the chat. And I know there's people on X watching it right now. And I want to thank you to all of those folks. But yeah, Tony Blair is being used as a pawn to get things into the newspaper. That's what's going on. Now, someone did shoot me a message about what's going on with the U.S. government shutdown. Well, it's because the Democrats, they've got their noses out of joint, and they're making a big deal out of it. But hi, Gay, it's because of the Democrats that nothing is getting settled, and the Democrats have made it known that their loyalties lie with all the illegals that have come across. You know, the gangbangers from Central and South America and the Islamic military that has invaded. Yeah, they came through. Those guys came in on cargo ships to South and Central America, were given phony papers from the phony papers from places like Hi Morgan, like Venezuela. So they could pretend to be from that area because they can fit the physical criteria. Yeah, outer limits, that's getting on my list, okay? I've already heard all about it, and I have been watching my Towsy TV. Now, another thing that's going on here in the U.S., and okay, they make a big deal out of it because Pope Leo the 14th is from a Chicago suburb. And what people forget is he was raised in the era where the majority of Cook County, Illinois, and Dalton, Illinois is part of Cook County, is Democrat. And so Pope Leo the 14th is actually a Democrat in disguise. And now he has issued a moratorium to all the bishops here in the United States, hi K-Mac, that they must work to get rid of, or at the very least discredit Donald Trump. In other words, the Pope Leo the 14th, shithead from the south side of Chicago, south suburbs, is now making the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church, against Donald Trump. Yeah. So all the good Catholics out there, I guess you're supposed to open your houses now so you can house these invading Muslims. I hope all of you Catholic men wake up to the reality that you're now going to have house these Muslim idiots, and your wives, daughters will become sex slaves to the Islamic idiot that you will be required to house. Yeah, the Democrats, they want They want to turn this country, they want to turn America into an Islamic nation. Well, what these shitheads like Hakeem Jeffries and Dumbo Delia Ramirez and Jackass Ghetto Crockett and Tammy Duckworthless and Jan Schakowsky, every single woman will be removed from Congress and the Senate. And all those idiots, especially like Pugsley Putzker and Baboon Johnson and Dickwad Durbin and Barack Obama, they will be forced to either start praying 5 times a day or, boom, off with their heads. The Democrats are supporting the Islamic idiots. Okay? Hi, Gay. Yes, I saw that. And even now, it's like, but they don't realize it. Now, I did see the big thing, and you might want to double check for it, is that there have been several articles and videos being put up about Australia and how the pro-Palestine idiots, the Islamic idiots, are now on a hunt for every Jew that's living in Australia. And these idiots that are supporting it don't realize they're next. So basically, it's time to get rid of these idiots. And what's so funny is that once they take over an area, okay, take a look at Pakistan and Afghanistan. They're going at it with each other for basically ego validation. They're all these little tribes of the idiot Islamic idiots. You've got Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Taliban, Hezbollah, Hamas. And right now, Hamas is in the news because they're the ones in Gaza. Now, this morning when I was doing my morning zone out meditation time, something came to me. It's like, how else does Gaza get cash? Remember the big scandal, especially during the Biden admin, and it's kind of related to the dude, the submarine Florida dude who had his island, and they called it the adrenochrome scandal. Okay, so the Hamas jumped in, and yeah, they got all these, basically they kidnapped all these people, and I'd say more than half of them passed away while they were being held by Hamas. Well, when people are frightened, yeah, adrenochrome kicks in. Were they purposely using these people to get the adrenochrome so they could sell it to certain celebrities? Democrats? I mean, Gaza, Hamas equals adrenochrome, and that's what I was picking up big time. Nasty. Yeah. It sounds gross and disgusting, but that's what I was picking up. I know the Pope that we've got now, remember, before he went to Rome, he was in Central America. Southside Democrat going to Peru. How many Islamic idiots did he provide false baptismal certificates to so they could cross into the U.S. illegally? Yeah. It's something I'd like to know. He needs to be he'll be eradicated soon. In Australia, people, it's like, I do have to ask though, because the United States is still pretty safe right now. And we've got Donald in the White House. If people have family or friends down in Aussie, especially those who are Jewish, we may have to get together and provide them sanctuary here in the U.S. Provide home sponsorship for them. Because what we've got in 1925 in Europe, that's when it started. Well, we're basically at 1935 Europe right now, worldwide. And instead of Nazis, they're Hamas, Hezbollah. They're Islamic idiots. And should they succeed, they'll be going after everybody else. Now, Hamas doesn't want to, of course they do want, because of their ego validation, all the few dozen people that are left, supposedly alive, are supposed to be all completely released by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, Eastern Daylight Time. We're waiting. And Donald is going to be flying out to Egypt later on today, because that's where there's going to be a big meeting. And if Hamas doesn't do what it's supposed to do, okay, Donald's supposed to be there. I think he's going to wait until 9 a.m. He's going to be in a place where he can, if the people aren't released, if they're not released, there may be we've got ships in the Mediterranean. Things may be going boom boom, okay? I'm getting the fact things going boom boom over there. And it's not going to be pretty, but it's going to happen. Barian, we're not, it's the shitheads. Yeah, the Islamic idiots. But you see, if they're going to hire American construction workers, it will not pass inspection, and it will be put together half-ass backwards. Don't be surprised if it's rigged to go, boom, collapse on those idiots. And it will be wired for audio and video, so people know what it exactly is going on. Okay? It's basically late 20s, it's the 20s, 30s Germany and Australia right now. And yes, every single Islamic idiot needs to be shoved into a boxcar. And we have to be ready for that. Let me post in case if there's anybody who would like to jump in with any questions or comments. Yeah, we know Hamas really doesn't want to sign the deal because they don't want to disarm themselves. They don't want to give up their weapons. And they are going to try to pull the stunt. Oh, we'll release one person for every 1,000 Palestinians that are in prison. Donald said everybody out, everybody released now, including the bodies. And they don't. It's it's he's going to say, he's going to be right there. He may detour Air Force One and say, turn around, go up to Ramsdorf, Germany to refuel. If they don't do it, the big ships that are in the Mediterranean may go and totally Dresden, that area. And so people may be either celebrating or officially saying the Kaddish for several people tomorrow morning here. And it's 9 a.m. Eastern time, White House time is 8 a.m. Chicago time. So it's what? It'll be 2 p.m. 2 p.m. London time. So, yeah, I may jump on early tomorrow morning after we know what's going on. I know we all will be watching it, and I hate to say it, but I may turn on the Euro News channel just to see what they're saying. I mean, Euro News is the EU news station, and they are pretty vile. But if Hamas doesn't capitulate and grovel to us, get ready for people here in the States. Make sure you got all the accessories for your pow-pows, because we're going to need it. And yes, like I said, this is a short one today. And I know Fiona's happening. Avid Gardner, for those who don't know who Fiona is. Yeah, it's Hamas. I keep getting is not going to cooperate. And we are here everywhere. We need to be able to protect ourselves, and the Americans, we are going to defend ourselves, because, the Democrats, the reason why they're not agreeing to anything is because they want to be able to provide complete medical care to all the illegal idiots that are in the country. I say kick them out. Load them up into a boxcar. And anyone who knows their history knows what that means. They all need to be boxcarred. And, they want to, Hamas wants to follow the Wannsee Conference plan for Hitler's final solution, They want to continue it. Well, you know what? Let's flip the script on them. Load them into the boxcars. And people get ready to say Kaddish. And yes, next Saturday I will be with everybody at the pro-Israel rally, 11:30 a.m. Butler Field. That's in Grant Park. Butler Field is right south of the Pritzker Pavilion. But yeah, it's kind of ironic. I didn't pick the location, but I'm laughing at it. It's like, if you're in the downtown area next Saturday, you walk to the Bean and keep walking east. It's on the other side it's on the east side of the little park area that has the Bean. And you'll see us there. Don't worry, we've already let the correct law enforcement know we're going to be out there. Yes. And so everyone, I'll be watching what goes on tomorrow morning. Everybody get ready. Have your prayers for thanks on hand and the Kaddish. And we'll see which one we need to pull out. So everyone have a good week. Oh yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I talked to some people earlier this week. Remember Little Miss Meltdown? Um, Unfortunately, I share a birthday with her, but we know she needs such ego validation. So next Friday, everyone, please remember to give her the attention she so desperately is begging for. So everyone have a good day, and I'll be most likely I'll be on early tomorrow morning with everything. So see you later. Bye bye.